What's good, everybody? Rebuttal Entertainment in full effect. Had a day of rest because Friday night was woo wee. Man. If y'all missed Friday night, Freestyle Friday, and going straight to the street, and now the rebuttal after dark, y'all missed a lot. Got my man, light skinned Lou here. What's up, Lou?
Man, what's up, man? I needed that day off yesterday because Friday, man, we put some overtime. Man, we went 2 hours and 45 minutes. And we went in. I mean, I was in and out. I had some stuff going on at the house. I was in and out. But, man, as I look at the video, man, we was going in, man. So, with all that being said, we needed a little vacation day from yesterday. But I'm ready to go back today, man. Let's get it.
Yeah, you need a lot of vacation days, nigga. Not a little. You need a lot of vacation day, man. Oh my God, man. So everybody should come on. Everybody got a link. It's up to them to come in if they ain't busy or not. There's not a day they have to come in and stuff like that. Wheels are still Big C, whatever. They come. We'll see them. But let me get it started, brother. Let me get it started.
I got it. If you give it to me, I'll give it to you. And I know what you want. I got it, baby. If you give it, I got it. If you give it to me, I'll give it to you. And I know what you want. I got it, baby.
Yeah, we back. Yeah, Lou. So what's going on, man?
Not
What this the day we talk about what's going on in the past, what happened, the rebuttal report, what happened last week and this weekend and stuff like that. So what do you want to talk about first? What's going on with you?
Man, let's talk about that Shakur Stevenson fight last night, that lackluster performance of I'm first to say I was a little upset about that because I'm looking at my paperwork right here that I wrote down, and I'm a little upset about myself because I predicted probably eight or ninth round knockout, and it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Not only did it didn't happen, this guy wasn't even on his level. Like what Bradley said, these are the fights that you're supposed to turn up, steamroll these dudes, and let people know that these guys are not on your level. He didn't separate himself last night, is what I'm saying. And I was very upset about that. We talked earlier today, and I just felt like, him saying that he was sick or something he was apologizing for his performance.
Mm-hmm.
I still ain't ready to put him up there yet. I'm not. And that performance last night is one of the reasons why.
Yeah, we talked about it. He had a lackluster performance, and he ain't look that damn sick to me. Maybe something was wrong with him, but that's how he normally fight. He's a born fighter. You know what I mean? I hate to bring up what I told you, but I told you so. That he wasn't gonna knock the dude out. He ain't got no power. He don't have that killer instinct yet. He ain't number 22, so I'm not gonna rag on him too much. But he ain't got that killer instinct yet, man. And he's scared to hit. He admitted he don't want to get hit. So that's why he learned that defense real good, man. But it's gonna come a point in time he gonna fight somebody gonna hit his pretty ass, and we're gonna see what he made of. You know what I mean?
I can recall many times in the fight. I watched the fight twice, and I can recall multiple times where he had the guy hurt, but he was so much in retreat mode, he couldn't follow up with a combination, man, to get this guy out of there. Because he caught him with some lead shots, at least 10 times from what I saw.
Mm-hmm.
And wasn't able to finish because he was in retreat mode.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, he already don't have punching power. So to come forward and knock a guy out, to knock a guy out, you got to be coming forward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he should have put the press on dude, man. You know what I mean? Shakur, they say he's the elite fighter. You know what I mean? What's my word, Lou? I don't get these dudes the eye test. None of them. You got to make me a believer, brother. You know what I mean? And I still ain't giving him the eye test until he fight an elite fighter. And if you ain't got the killer instinct, when you more talented than the next fighter, the other fighter, I mean, what do you want us to say? Of course we're gonna go, we're gonna talk about you, know what I mean? Cause you talk a lot of shit too, man. Y'all young niggas, Devin Haney and you, man, y'all talk lots of shit. You know what I mean? Like y'all gonna do this and that to these other fighters, get in the ring. You don't do shit. I mean, Devin, he whooped the shit out of Lenoir, but it's still, hey, Lenore is still popped that ass. You know what I mean?
Devin Haney, I thought did a lot better than
Yeah,
Shakur.
yeah, he did. You know, so Shakur can't keep telling, you know, he can't keep saying he's gonna beat somebody ass and just run him, you know, I know it's boxing, of course, I know it's boxing, but you know what I mean, it's the way you box. It's the way, you know, when you know you got a dude in trouble, you go in there and start, you know, take him out of there.
Yeah.
Not sit back because you don't want him to counter, you don't get hit. You don't, you know, you don't felt the dude power. I mean, so he ain't carrying that power. You know what I mean? So
this guy power, he's not a good setup guy. So he's gonna have to catch you with one punch. And the way he was setting his punches up, the other guy, Jamal, he ain't had a skill level, man. In the ring for him. It was sad. I was sad that he didn't knock him out. This dude is a police officer, man. Let's put things in perspective, man. Nothing against police. This guy probably doesn't even really use boxing as his, you know, primary and for you not to, for you to be able to not be able to knock this guy out, man, it's going volumes, man. He's not ready yet.
Yeah, so I know you like grading fighters, so let me do the first grading on this fight. I guess you call a D+.
Okay. You stay with that D+, don't you? You
nah,
must D+ is cool, man.
You gave him a what?
I'll give him a C, man. I'll give him a C.
Okay, well, I gave him a D+ because you know me, I'm not a fan on people who talks a lot of shit, and then when you get in the ring, you don't back that shit up, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I just don't like it. Jamal Herring might knock him out. You know, if Shakur don't run and duck. You know what I mean? You talk all that shit. Jamal Herring said the same thing in the interview. He said, "No, I don't do a lot of talking stuff like that," and he's improving.
He is. Fight like matter of fact, last night after I watched the fight this morning, I kind of looked at some of his fights just to see, you know, not give him the eye test, but just to see what he would be like if he was fighting.
Well, he did all right. He knocked Carl Frampton out. That's hard. A lot of people ain't knock him out. So hey, you know what I mean? Like I said, he's improving. So Shakur better watch out, stop running his mouth, you know what I mean, and get in there, and, you know, he's 22 and start developing some heart and get some power with you, man. Because you're not gonna outbox everybody, dude. You ain't gonna be able to keep them. What's my motto, Lou? The top 3, 4 champs off your ass. And you know what? Everybody talk about Gary Russell. Gary Russell, right? He will whoop your ass. I don't care if nobody say Gary Russell will whoop your ass.
Yeah, he ain't ready. He ain't ready for.
You ain't ready for that. Gary will whoop your ass.
What do you think he need to improve on?
Man, he just gotta. We know he got the defense. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He just gotta work on attacking, man. Attacking. He gotta work on, you know, staying calm when you know, when he get hit and come forward. When you know you got a dude in trouble and the dude weaker than you and not talented than you, get him up out of there. What's that word, Luke? What's the motto? They don't get paid for what? Overtime, right?
Right.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't get paid for overtime. Hey guys, can't stay on. Just wanted to say hello. Have a Zoom call. All right, zoom on out of here then.
Oh man, don't talk to those.
It's a joke. Hi Tony. Hi Tony.
How you doing?
Coming in. But yeah, man. I mean, I'm not fond of that kind of shit, man. No, so let's talk about Andre Ward and Timothy Bradley, man. What do you think about what Ward had to say?
I think both. Hey, look, like we was just talking, man. I think both of them be point on, man. They just got different deliveries. Bradley is like that right judge, man, and Andre Ward is a little more with a softer approach. But
I know what? I got the perfect example.
What?
Timothy Bradley is like me, and Andre Ward is like you.
There you go. Boom. Perfect. Couldn't have said it no better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And then it's like a match made in heaven, though, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, I just feel like Andre Ward approach is a little softer, but their points both reach each other. Like they both know what they're talking about, man. They both come with the real, man. So I respect that. But
how about when they try to compare him with Mayweather?
Oh man, he cut that shit short real quick. He was like, man, he basically was saying, y'all got me fucked up. He said,
he loves Shakur. He loves Shakur.
He does.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell when a commentator has love for a fighter. You can tell it comes out in the way they deliver their comments.
Mm-hmm.
But the great commentators know how to criticize, real smoothly, before it won't be any backlash behind their comments. So Andre was one of them, man.
Yeah, I think what Andre was just saying, man, give him time. He's still developing and stuff like that, but he ought to be more, what's the word I'm trying to say? In sync. He ought to be more aggressive. You know what I mean? It's like he's still behind the 8 ball. That's what I'm trying to get at. You know what I mean? He's still behind them elite fighters.
He is. Really.
Like T.O. and Tank. He's still behind them dudes, man. He's not at that level yet.
He didn't even step forward last night. Not even a baby step. He just stayed in concrete last night. He didn't lose. The guy didn't touch him like that. So he didn't take a step back. He never moved to space.
Exactly. And then when they tried to put him and Floyd in the same category, Andre will say, "Oh no, hold up. Pretty Boy Floyd was the best. He had the power, he had the range, he had the speed, he had everything."
Right.
And he walked your ass down and banged you out and get you up out of there till his hands got brittle. You know what I mean? So there's no comparison, no shot to Shakur Stevenson, but he's not Floyd Mayweather. And nobody is.
These stats and stuff. That's like sometimes stats can be misleading, man. Floyd was knocking dudes out, man. Floyd had power, man. Until he hurt his hand, he wasn't able to deliver that punch like he wanted to.
And a lot of these young guys, all these new people who just started watching boxing don't know that.
They don't
know that. All of them just keep talking about, Floyd run. Man, y'all need to go back, watch all his fights. Sit at home one day, watch Pretty Boy Floyd, then Money. You know what I mean? It's totally different. And even Money Mayweather did not run around that ring. Y'all gotta watch that. I was at the Pacquiao fight. He stood in the middle of that ring and banged Pacquiao ass out.
And Cotto too.
Exactly. I mean, he moves around the ring when he wants to, and y'all do call that running. And the difference between him, he got that power. He gonna stand in the middle of that ring. You know what I mean? Shakur running around from wait a minute. What's the alphabet, Lou? A, B, C, E, F, G. Maybe a J level fighter.
He went all the way to the J's.
I mean, I'm sure. He running around the ring for a dude who's the police officer, a J level fighter, and you supposed to be a level fighter because people like Lou and Jamal and Big C get him the eye test. You know how I mean? And that eye fooled their ass last night. They thought he was gonna knock him out. I watched it today when I was in the gym. Lou said 7 or 8 ain't gonna knock him out. And Jamal said, yeah, I think the C said, yeah.
Right,
you know what I mean? So that's right.
All right, I'll take a drink to that.
So it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? So
I wanted to bring up why before we forget, let's talk about that goddamn referee, man. We need to talk about that. That damn referee to talk about, watch your toes, keep stopping the fight. Dude, if you're a good referee, you got to know history. Anytime a left-handed fighter fight a right-hand fighter, it's going to happen. Usually the guy who gets the foot outside of the other person's foot, that's who usually has the better chance of winning. And he kept stopping the fight. You don't stop the fight, man. Like, what is you doing?
Man, I ain't never in my life seen a referee tell a motherfucker just because, their feet is, they keep stepping on each other's feet. If y'all do it again, I'm going to possibly this take a point or disqualify y'all and all that bullshit. I mean, where the fuck did they find these refs at, man? I mean, I can do better than that bullshit. You know what I mean? It's just crazy, man. You know what I mean? These refs, man. But in that case, Lou, I'm trying to understand why the commission or somebody there don't go to that ref and say, man, you don't know the rules. You don't know when a left-handed fighter, a right-handed fighter, that their feet is going to get tangled every now and then. They're going to step each other's toes, man. I know you want them to beware, but if you watch them, Lou, like Timothy Bradley said, all he was doing like this. His head was like this. Looking at their feet. I'm looking at this.
So what do you account that to, man? Is it just
inexperience?
Yeah.
He must have been fighting a lot of just regular left on fighters, not orthodox and what you call fighters, man. You know what I mean? That's all I can say about that. That's probably was the only thing, he probably never ref one or maybe did one.
But I will tell you this: it's gonna open the eyes up to the boxing commission on how they choose their referees, because what they're gonna start doing is looking at how many left-handed and right-hand fighters have you refereed. That's gonna start happening, man, because that can't happen, man. It's like that put me to sleep, dog. Look, the referee had more action than Jeremiah did.
Yeah, that's right. He wanted to get in this so bad. Like he wanted to penalize Shakur. Like Shakur doing it on purpose. I'm like, what the fuck they get this ref at, man? This shit crazy, man. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. Hopefully they'll change that shit and stuff like that, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. But let me start by Timothy Bradley. Timothy Bradley went in on Shakur Stevenson. He know what I mean? He don't bite his tongue. I like Timothy Bradley a lot when he announces because he's real. You know what I mean? Sometimes I think he go overboard sometimes. But he's real about what he's talking about. And he said he's falling asleep on the fight because Shakur Stevens is boring. But the reason he said that because Timothy Bradley is a world-class elite fighter. He done fought all of them. He's one of the best there is. You know what I mean? Everybody don't fight like Bradley. But what Bradley is saying that, come on, Shakur, you fighting a guy, like I said, a J-level fighter. You ought to be going in, whooping his ass, and when you got in trouble, you go in for the kill. But Shakur kept, when the dude come in and he's running around, I said, why the fuck he running around from this dude? You know what I mean? Shakur Stevens should never did what he did. He admitted on live TV that he don't like to get hit. You know what I mean? And that's going to follow him everywhere he go now. You know what I mean, Blue?
But you can't. That's like giving secrets to your secret recipe, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that, man. When he said it, I couldn't believe he said it. I was like, dude, you can't be saying that, right after you can't say it, period. You say that shit when you retire, like, yeah, by the way, I ain't like getting hit when I was fighting. You know what I'm saying? Just don't say it when you still
you're in the wrong sport then, champ.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't want nobody hitting them. That's why he practices defensive line and shit like that, man. But if you don't want to hit him, knock him out. Get your little ass up there and press him.
And as I was watching it the second time, man, he was catching that guy with a lot of clean lead shots. It's like he was like, I'm just gonna throw one punch and then go defense mode. And that's what he's doing. I was just like, oh man, he caught him. I'm like, all right, okay. I ain't want to look bad on predicting 8 or 9 rounds, and then I gotta come and revisit it as a 12-round unanimous decision.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man, for real.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna kill him. You know what I mean? But stop talking. I don't like people who talk that shit and don't back it up, man. When he gets about 2 more years, he get his real man strength and stuff like that. Maybe he will start knocking these dudes out, man, and stuff like that. But that dude there, he should have knocked out.
He should have knocked him out in the
no
4th round.
About it.
Because the dude was flinching off of every punch. His legs was wobbly. His setup was wrong. He get no power. He couldn't land no power shots. He just
every time Shakur faint, he dropped, run back and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I'm like, come on, man. You gotta be a better way than this, man. But hey, that's why
might be time to change up trainers, man. Might be time.
And they said that today when I was reading some comments on Twitter. Maybe it's time for him to get a world-class trainer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Somebody gonna teach you how, when you got a motherfucking trouble, don't get off of them. Watch Charlo fight this week. He'll show you how to do it. You know what I mean?
Lions only.
Huh?
What they say, lions only?
Lions only, baby. What's up, Mr. Man? So y'all think he a bum now? No, ain't nobody say he was a bum. Neither one of us say he a bum.
I said, if you notice what I said, Mr. Man, he didn't take a step backwards. He didn't move forward though. So I'm not going. I gave him a C. I'm not.
I gave him a D+.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, I don't think he's a bum, and you hear it on record. I don't think he's a bum. But you know me, Mr. Man, I don't like people who talk shit. You know what I mean? Don't back it up. I feel that he's real skillful, but that kind of fighter he should have took out.
Could have got him out of there.
Go on TV and tell people you don't like getting hit. I mean, live TV, said you don't like getting hit. Yeah, that bullshit. He wasn't feeling well. I don't give a fuck. Michael Jordan wasn't feeling well a lot of times too. He still had that killer instinct. You know what I mean?
Got him out of there.
You know what I mean? I agree. He should have pressed the action. Exactly. That's what we were talking about.
was what I did notice, and that's why I brought up maybe new trainers, man, is that it seems to me he didn't know how to cut the ring off at times. Because when you got somebody hurt and they running, you should be able to cut the ring off and get him out of there, and he just couldn't do it.
But dude only ran though when he hurt him. You know what I mean? But he ain't press him like you said. He should have cut the ring off. But most of the time, he was pressing Shakur. He was coming forward. You know what I mean? And if you got all that mouth, say I'm gonna kill, dude, I'm gonna bang it. That's that Devin Haney shit. You know what I mean? Them young dudes talking the talk and not walking the walk, man. That shit, I hate that shit, man. Yeah. You know what I mean? These dudes, you know, I don't know, man. They just built different. I agree. No excuses at all for him at all. Yeah, I mean,
for Stevenson, man, what's next for him?
No. Fact, light skin, Lou. Exactly. Well, he got to keep moving up. He got to fight somebody better than a police officer. But you know, what I mean, the dude he fought was a J level fighter, Mr. Man. I mean, that's just my opinion. A J level. I had to go all the way down in the alphabet.
First, that's the new word on the Rebuttal Entertainment. A J class fighter. Better get that patent, dog. That's taking the taking A across the alphabet. It's a J level.
J level, man. Yeah, you're right. I'm about to get that patent. I don't use my word, motherfuckers.
That's right. Get first on the Rebuttal Entertainment, champ.
Man, you hear everything with this motherfucker, especially last night. Oh God. Right. Even with him, experience will be his best teacher from this. Yeah, exactly. It will. But he still need a new trainer. I agree with Luke. Cause that dude, even the top flight people on Twitter, like Jamal Herring, J Rock, and a lot of people, Tony Harris and them, they say you need to think about switching trainers. Cause you know, his trainer is not really doing. That might have been another reason Andre Ward stepped back. We didn't never know why he left. I know because Andre don't get along with Jay Prince. You know what I mean? So that's why he stepped back and moved away from Shakur.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he got to do better, man. You know, if you're gonna talk like that and the whole world think you God's gift to this earth, but you're not Floyd Mayweather, brother. You know what I mean? He got to do something, Lou.
Floyd would have got him out of there.
I think it is his grandfather's father, somebody like that. Yeah, but you know, you got to move on, man. You know what I mean? Because that defensive shit with no power is only going to take you but so far. You know what I mean? At least Devin Haney, he tried to get in there and take you out. You know what I mean? Until he started doing the wobble. You know what I mean? So,
right.
It just, man, it's just concerning to me. You know what I mean? Yeah, him and Herring is locked in. And yesterday in the day, like I just told Lou, don't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he fight like that. Jamel Herring beat him. If Jamel Herring fight him like he fought Carl Frampton, Shakur might be in trouble.
Yeah, but might be in trouble. Make me feel like he would fight a better fight if it would be more in line going in that fight. I think he would fight a little better. But like you said, if he doesn't,
what you mean? You think what he gonna do? What can he do?
Sometimes you fight a little better to your level of competition. Maybe that.
But that's not no excuse, you know. Mayweather always fought good. They say he's Floyd Mayweather. He ain't never fight down to his level of competition.
Yeah, right. I agree.
You know what I mean? Fuck that. You know what I mean? You holler Mayweather, you ain't Mayweather. You know you better than him. Where the fuck is you better than Floyd Mayweather?
Excuse me.
Man, these dudes, man.
In no way, shape, or form. When they said that, I was like, I'm glad Andre Ward, he shut that joint down quick.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. He said the same thing you said, Lou, and I agree. But he got to show it. You know me, Mr. Man. I don't get nobody to eye test. I think Shakur is a much better fighter than we saw. Yes, I think he is too, but I don't know. We don't know if he's chinny. He don't like getting hit. You know what I mean? Until they step up competition like Devin did, and we saw the results. You know what I mean? Even though Devin did pretty good. You know what I mean? But wait till we start fighting the 1, 2s, and 3s, and 4 level, you know, then we're going to see what Shakur can do. Until he fights somebody good, Lou, what you going to do? I mean, how can you judge it?
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Man, while we got you on here, Mr. Man, what you think about that referee, man? We just talked about it, but I'm just curious of what you think about the referee kept stopping the fight for their feet tangling together.
Orthodox and Southpaw, man. I mean, this ref, he ought to be fired, strip his license and all. you know how Lou, you gonna love this reference. You know how Thor went to what you call the fight the blue people, then he came back and the
Yeah,
father was mad at him. He started stripping his powers away.
yeah.
You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. You don't. That's what they going. That's what they need to do to
Look,
that rap. Start pulling this motherfucker stripes off.
look, you on point with your MCU, baby. Go with that one.
Even man, they should never ref again, man. I
Yeah.
mean, hey man, tough love. What do you think about what Timothy Bradley said? Timothy Bradley, hey, right on point like me. I mean, hey, there's a snoozer, brother. You know what I mean? We expect better from Shakur Stevenson, and I think we will get better. But that Jamarian Herring fight is the next fight, and we're gonna see if he get better.
Well, I'm just glad that I didn't bet you. Something about me just said, just lay low and don't press him out. Because I know if I stay on your back long enough, you're going to take the bet. I'm glad you didn't.
Yeah, I was damn sure about to. That dude ain't knocking nobody out, man. I mean, he ain't got the power. But he could have knocked him out.
Yeah.
He just didn't press the issue, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. So I wish him future endeavors. I wish him luck. Man, just as I always say, I get him words of advice. Right now. That's why he's at 130. Don't fight Tank.
Nah, please
don't fight T.O. You know what I mean? Because you can't hurt neither one of them with them pillows. You know what I mean? You a good hell of a boxer, but leave them guys alone right now. So Lou Wi-Fi keep kicking the bucket, man. But it is what it is.
Nah, what's the name? Keep calling me, man. Them damn prank callers, man. Them fraud callers, man. They keep calling.
God. This man say Tim speaks his mind and he is an analyst, but in my opinion, he was a little harsh on that kid. Well, you know what, Mr. Man? Tell a little kid shut the fuck up. That's my opinion. You know what I mean?
Tell him how you feel, Lou.
Tell him shut up. Stop. Yeah, I'm gonna bang this motherfucker out. I'm gonna knock this. Yeah, shut up and just say, well, I'm going to win the fight. You know what I mean? That's all. Just humble yourself. You know what I mean? Him and Devin Haney got the worst shit in the world. They keep saying they're gonna do this, do that, and don't do it. You know what I mean? If you say you're gonna do it, oh shit. You say you're gonna do it, do it. You know what I mean? Little kid need to shut up. That's right, Tim. Get on all their asses. Yeah, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, that shit crazy, man. But before we get off boxing, man, did two things? Did you see Lamar Odom? And did you see the YouTube smack the shit out of Paulie Maliarty?
Yeah, man. Hey, I don't know which one is funnier, man.
Oh my God, Lamar 6'9" ass throwing a little fake jab and it's short falling off his ass, man. Man, Mr. Man, they making the mockery of the sport, bro.
Right.
I see you gone, but they making a mockery of the sport, Lou. What you think, man?
They is, man. Like I said, I remember a friend of mine sent me one of the YouTube videos that Paul Marginaldi was saying. He pretty much was saying the same thing I was saying, man. They got room for this because the boxing world, the way it is currently constructed, the great fight's not happening, and it gives room for this fucking buffoonery, man. It wasn't a long video. It just was right to the point. We sanctioning this shit, man. These guys with no skills, man. These guys who have worked all their life to get into a spot where they're deserving of a title shot, and they're not getting it because of buffoonery happening, man.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, that was Mr. Man just say nigga look crazy, man. I'm like, look at this shit. The other dude, he running around like this, running around hanging, hide the face. The mark on a little fake jab out there. I can't even talk. Shit's so funny, man.
And this is what it's coming to, man.
I'm like, come on, man. Is this what the boxing is coming to now, man? I mean, these dudes rich, man. You ain't got to do that. Find something else to do with your money, man. I mean, go. God, come on, man. Y'all got to stop this, man. I mean, but you know what? If these people sanction these fights, man, they somebody need to look into them.
Yeah, exactly. Because hey, it all ends with their decision to make the fight happen. That's at the end of the day. We could talk about it all day, but at the end of the day, it's their decision to sponsor that fight.
Yeah. I can't blame these celebrity boxing companies. Blame the professional boxing community and all that this side of this street bullshit. You know what I mean? Hey man. These motherfuckers, it is what it is, man. These motherfuckers, but still, man, you don't have to sanction a fight. If people want to fight, you don't have to sanction it. Sometimes you can put the foot down and say no. Just like the Nevada State Athletic Commission told Floyd Mayweather, no.
Yeah, they did. They did.
You're not sanctioning no motherfucking Logan Paul up in Nevada. And he went to Miami.
Yep. You'll finally take her.
Exactly. So, you know what I mean? See, Mr. Man, they can say no. If everybody say no, then what? You know what I mean? That motherfucker made 1 million pay-per-views, and I thought Canelo was a pound-for-pound champ. This motherfucker, 44 years old, still outselling everybody. I mean, you want to know why? I'm going to tell you why. Racism. People, these whiteys, these Spanish guys want to see Floyd Mayweather lose so bad, they don't even give a fuck if it's against a YouTuber.
And I think he's taking it and putting a spin on it. I think,
exactly.
And that's what he's doing, taking to put a spin on it. He capitalized on the hate that people have.
Yeah. And then if he lose, they be like, oh, you ain't the best no more. Man, the man is having fun. He's telling you it's entertainment. And y'all be taking this shit so serious, man. I mean, it's just crazy.
It's retired 50-0. I think they fucked up about that, man. I really do. That they what's the guy named Rocky Marciano? I think they mad that he got bracket, man. 50-0.
You right, but this week my second favorite fighter, Jamal Hickman, line only Charlo fight Montel this week. A heavy-handed guy. He got hands like bricks. Hopefully he ain't on that shit Manny Pacquiao on Jamal. But anyway, that's why I'm throwing shots, motherfucker. Yeah. But the dude can fight, you know what I mean? People not getting, ain't getting him no chance. I don't give him no chance. I'm gonna tell y'all, Jamal Charlo a bad motherfucker. And I agree with Von Shield said yesterday. Von Shield said he just looked at him and just was watching him and stuff. He said he's getting better and better and better. Huh? What'd you say, Lou? Your internet going in and out.
I said they still young. They still young.
I mean, they 30. I mean, they 30. So, but they still improving. Both of them. Still improving, man. And just think, him at his peak, now he got that lead. Something he don't supposed to do, but he got that motherfucking lead left uppercut. Ooh-wee. Oh, man. You know what I mean? But, Jamal Charlo he a beast, man. And I think this week, fighting the heavy-handed Montel, they said the dude is just as hard as Triple G. That's how much power the dude got. But, he ain't got the skills to pay the bills. But we all know Jamal Charlo can take a shot. So, you know what I mean? I'm looking forward to early stoppage between 7 rounds, Lou.
Oh, so that's what I'm going to pin you in for. Let me get my pin. Hold up.
Book it. As my man Larry Adams say, dig it. Dig it.
Win. So you saying Charlo?
It shouldn't go no more than 7. Anything after 7, I might be disappointed.
Okay. Charlo on 8. Put it in 8. Charlo on 8. Charlo on 7.
Yeah, Charlo on 7. I'm going to Charlo on 7, man, because you know what I mean. You got to get this dude up out of here. You know what I mean. It ain't no waste of time. Like I was telling Shakur Stevenson, you don't get paid for overtime, brother. Stop running. You know what I mean. You have the man hurt. You hurt him and you running.
That's what you know what? For the life of me, I could not understand. Like you hurt him and then you hold him. You supposed to be wanting to get loose and land another solid punch.
I'm never gonna forget that dude went on live TV, told my folks he don't like getting hit. God.
Yeah, that's the only man. That's the fighters, man.
Hey Lou, before we get off of Boston, man, I'm gonna get a shout out to my man Jose, man. Jose, man, send me an email, man. He seen the t-shirts, Rebuttal Entertainment and shit like that. They say he just want to support us, man. He a big fan of the podcast and shit like that. My man Jose from the Box Shit Talking Group, man. And I'm just giving him a shout out, man. We appreciate it all, Lou. Tell him.
Man, we really appreciate that, champ.
Yeah, man. So I got your shirt, Jose. I'm go get it this week and put it in the mail, man. I know you said ain't no rush, man, but I got you, man. I thank you for showing us that you got our back, brother.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that is what it is, man. So I think now we're gonna digress to something I know Lou want to talk about. Motherfucker, Brooklyn Nets. Kyrie went down. KD didn't make nothing. Harden down. Now Lou mad talking shit because the Lakers is out of it. And he know I'm rooting for the Brooklyn Nets. So he called me talking, oh, Lou, did you see the game?
Hey, look, bad as I feel about my Lakers, now, and I don't want you bad. I kind of wanted Brooklyn to some degree, but now people see how injuries play a big part, man. Brooklyn was about to, man, they was up 2-0. I mean, of course, they lost the last game. They didn't shoot the ball well. But this game, tonight, Kyrie went down, man, and they didn't have no answer. They couldn't score. You can't depend on KD like that. I mean,
I look at it as both teams defending their home court.
Okay. Well, you know it's going 6 now, right? You do know this, right?
Huh?
You do know how this math works, right?
Yeah.
It's going at least 6.
It's going at least 6. Yeah, it gotta go 6 now. I know.
Because people were saying 4, 5. I mean, now it's 6.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it is. It's basketball. Hey, the unexpected happened. You know what I mean? One gone, one might come back. You never know. Hey, we don't know if Harden coming back. And I seen Kyrie. He walked off. You know what I mean? Even though it looked terrible, he did walk off in the locker room. So we never know. Okay, without them two, KD can't do it by himself.
Okay, that's
KD and Blake Griffin cannot do it by themselves. You know what I mean? Because Milwaukee do have some extracurricular activities coming off that bench. A couple other players, they help out stuff like that, man. But Brooklyn going back home, so they're gonna be up 3-2.
Okay.
Get your motherfucking pen. You like writing every motherfucking thing else? Get the pen. Then you want to write it?
Oh,
Brooklyn going up 3-2. Dig it.
Before I get canceled off the show, hold up. Nets.
Yeah.
To win the next game.
3-2 Nets.
3-2. Game 5.
That's right.
And any points I should put down?
Nah, man, everybody going no motherfucking points, all that bullshit.
Okay. I mean, I don't want to get on your bad side. You know what I'm saying? You sounded a little aggressive right there.
Nah, it's good. My team is the Washington Wizards.
Okay.
I mean, so I just picked the Brooklyn Nets to win it. I mean, that's all there is to it. You know what I mean?
You went like I went that night when you gave me the floor to talk about my Lakers. Get a little out of here.
Oh man! All right, let me make public service announcement. This is Rebuttal Entertainment. This is Rebuttal Report. We just going back talking about what happened over the weekend with stuff and stuff like that. Ain't a big deal. We ain't gonna stay on here that much long. We just giving our assessment of all the activities that happened. In terms of how men think, what's happening in America and Freestyle Friday and stuff like that. So we're gonna talk about that before we get off and shit like that. So ain't nothing too big today. You know what I mean? Just talking a little bit of sports and what we're gonna do this week and stuff like that, man. So
yeah,
that's public service announcement.
We just chiming in to show our beautiful faces. You know what I'm saying, for the listeners. Y'all can stay, stay subscribing and like.
Yeah.
And just stay in the game with us,
Yeah, because Freestyle Friday, man, that almost 3 hours of all out crazy nonsense shit.
That's right.
So now it's gonna be Freestyle Friday, going to the street, and then the rebuttal after dark.
That's right.
It's sexy, don't it? The rebuttal after dark.
Get your thoughts together now. Get it.
Nah, man, because, oh, man, y'all, we were so ready, man. They talking about get the popcorn. I already had my popcorn.
Yeah.
I'll eat my popcorn listening to this shit. The shit that be going on and talking on Fridays, man.
And the thing about it is you never know what turn it's going to make. You know it's going to turn, but is it going to turn left, right? I mean, where it's going to go? You never know.
We figure it's something going to happen, like Lou said. We don't know if it's going to turn left or right, but we know it's going to turn.
It's going to turn.
One way or the other, and it's not for quiet ears, church. I'm gonna say church ears.
Yeah, another announcement, man. If we're not your cup of tea or what you like listening to, then you have that option to turn us off. So I'm gonna say that very nicely. If you don't like what your ears are hearing and it's not your cup of tea, just turn it off.
Exactly, man. So is there any more sports, Lou, you want to talk about?
Nah, man, I'm a kind of I just wanted to talk about the Nets.
Anybody else play tonight?
Phoenix played tonight. I think Phoenix.
Phoenix going 3-0, baby. What I tell you, we might sweep them Bammers.
Hold up, let me write this down. Hold up.
How you gonna write down everything I say now? All right, did you write down that I said we were gonna go 2-0? Yeah, you ain't write that down, did you?
Ooh, who's 2-0?
Phoenix.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be 3-0, right? They're
gonna be 3-0.
Okay.
he got jokes.
Let me put what's the date? The 13th? Oh yeah, I'm putting this down. 2021. Hey, hold me accountable, goddammit. I'm gonna hold you accountable.
Boy, I tell you dudes that be losing, man. Y'all try everything to get back, boy. I tell you.
I'm in my feelings about my Lakers until the next season start, until football season start.
Oh, you talking about them Lakers last night? Big C hit that motherfucker right on the butt. But we talking about bad. Big C say, "What? We gonna bet next year?"
Right. Hey, come on, man.
That shit was funny. They came on just in time, man. Oh my god, man. But yeah. So we got what we got tomorrow? The aftermath or whatever we name it, you know what I mean? It's gonna be a little bit of everything. But Tuesday, you know what we got, how men think. Number one, women send you
that's right.
Emails to the Rebuttal Entertainment at Gmail, you know what I mean? It don't get as graphic as Friday, but it get graphic.
Yeah. It has a little contents to it. But like again, ladies, if you're gonna put the questions in, try to be more detailed of your questions so we can give you the answers that you need. Because if you just put a bland question up there, we don't want to have to chop your question up. We want to be able to ask your question.
Let me give y'all a way of saying. Let me show y'all how to get detailed on a question. That's like if men want to ask a question, I ask a question. I send in. Now, why don't women, when they suck your dick, they hum and get ice and stuff like that? You know what I mean? And they stay on it and, lick it and spit on it and play with it all day long and stuff like that. So why don't women do that? See how detailed I got with it with the ice and all that stuff? You know what I mean? Get more detailed. Explain to us so we can know what the fuck you're talking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because sometimes we spend more time trying to understand the question than answering it. I mean, we appreciate your questions, but we're always saying just be more detailed. Like Lewis just gave you graphic detail. You know what I'm saying? So just rewind what he said and then get graphic with your questions.
And it can be graphic. We grown.
Yeah, just get graphic with it. Any ask whether it's something simple, it could be anything. You got to be detailed about it.
Mm-hmm. It can be like y'all women be like, well, why don't he know how to eat coochie right and stuff like this? How can I explain to him where to lick it at? And you know what I mean? Get details so we can say, well, won't you guide his head there to point at it? We can explain stuff like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just
right here, I'm writing it down. Write it down. Write it down. It makes sense to you. So when you ask, it makes sense to you.
Just get more detail with your questions on Tuesday, lady, because like I said, I got all these questions. A lot of them are right. These new questions are pretty good. You know what I mean? So the panel be ready to answer them questions Tuesday. But then, Wednesday we got what's happening in America. You know, as Jamal says, that's Smart People Day. The question containing what's going on in America,
Okay.
politics, space. It could be any damn thing, you know what I mean? But most
Shout
times it's politics and stuff like that.
out to Jamal and C, and wherever you at, man. Shouts out to you, man.
Yeah, Jamal probably got a hangover. Dog fucking man ate his other phone or something like that. So he probably that's probably why he can't get on and shit like that. You know what I mean? But other than that, what's happening in America. You know, the ladies come in and stuff like that, and we have a good show. Same
Dude,
as Tuesday. I get them questions, they answer the question and stuff like that, and it is what it is, man. You know, Lou, what you think about that?
I love it, man. I love it. I love the lineup that we got. I love it. It's like we rolling right along, man. You know.
Yeah, cause we had a lot of people watching last Wednesday, man. I mean, I stream what's happening in America on Wednesday through Facebook too. So, so we get a broader audience and stuff like that because I damn sure can't stream Tuesday on Facebook. They'll
They
pop us off real quick.
definitely will.
And like we just said, Friday, Freestyle Friday, come in, talk about whatever you want. You could beam in, we might start off talking about sports or something, but ladies, y'all, gentlemen, whoever, y'all got questions, y'all can come on in and mention the question, ask the question, and beam in, and we'll answer the best we can, you know what I mean? Whatever you want to talk about. If go look at the last Freestyle Friday, and it'll let you know how things can go left.
How the ball is rolling. How we go left at any given time. Right. We ain't got cut cards.
Exactly, but like I said, I really don't know. Thursday we're gonna have a good show. I don't know what we're gonna do with it yet, but it's still shows go on. So it'd be a little bit like Freestyle Friday because we just talk about anything. But Thursday we might just have one agenda, but we'll let y'all know. Like I said, so got some ideas and stuff like that. But anyway, Lou, man, time to hit the road. Know you gotta go to work tomorrow, man. You sit back, relax, and watch the game and shit like that.
Yes, sir.
And I talk to you tomorrow, brother. Thank you everybody for coming out. Whoever looking at the video, hit the like button and subscribe and tell a friend. And we'll see y'all tomorrow.
All right, champ. Peace.
All right.